Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vaishnavi Vaiti from Kirin Advisors. Welcome to the virtual roadshow of Share Samadhan Limited. Today, we will provide a brief overview of the company and its innovative business model, along with the insights into financial service industry. Share Samadhan Limited, one of the largest platform for unclaimed investments retrieval advisory in India. The company offers a one-stop solution for investment retrieval, wealth protection, and litigation funding solutions, helping clients resolve disputes and protect their investments primarily on success fees model. From management team, we have Mr. Abhay Chandalia, promoter and managing director.
Namaskar.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome. Mr. Vikas Kumar Jain, promoter and CEO.
Hello, Vaishnavi.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. And Mr.
Yeah.
Amit, director from Nanoria Financial Services Limited. Good
Good afternoon,
afternoon,
all
sir.
of you. Yeah, good afternoon, Vaishnavi. Good afternoon, to all of you.
Now I hand over to Amit, sir, to share the more insights about the company and its future plans. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vaishnavi, and good afternoon to all of you present here today. I'll just give a brief overview of the company beforehand, and then I will ask Abhay Bhai and Vikas to continue. So this company's IPO is opening on 9th and closing on 11th of this month. And today the anchor bidding happened. Today 6th, the anchor issue is going to close in 1 hour time. The issue size is 24.06 crore. Number of shares on offer are 32.5 lakh shares at the cutoff price of 74 rupees per share. The post-issue market cap of the company would be around 90 crores. The company has 3 broad divisions. One of the division, the prominent division, is the investment retrieval segment. In that, many people have a lot of shares which are physical, where there is signature mismatch issues. घर घर में शेयर होते हैं जो मतलब किसी पेरेंट्स मर गए, डेथ हो गई उनकी, या भाई भाई का झगड़ा है, कुछ भी कारण से वो शेयर उनके नाम में नहीं है. So these guys have been doing this investment retrieval for around more than 10 years. And last 2-3 years, a lot of traction has come into this segment. They have a 50 plus people team. More than 20 people are in the sales and marketing. They have 1,500 plus partners also with them. That's a B2B vertical that constitutes around 25% of the overall business in the investment retrieval segment. And their internal team does the B2C. They also have marquee capital market players like Motilal Oswal, SMC, MK, Centrum, and all these players as their partners who give business to them. Then the second important division they have is litigation funding consulting. Globally, this is a multi-billion-dollar business. Many people who don't have the wherewithals to fight the cases, because many of the lawyers, they operate in silos. So they do very, very objective consulting and have the best of the lawyers with them, and they take mandates and deliver end-to-end solutions. So this is going to be a very big category for them in years to come. Then third segment they have is wealth Samadhan card they have made. They have more than 5,000 users and 1,000 plus paying customers also they have. With the right kind of technology and partnerships, this segment can also grow well in the future. As far as the two founders are concerned, on the right we have Abhay Chandalia ji. He is the MD and the founder, and we have Vikas Jain. Abhay ji के बारे में कुछ मैं बोलना चाहूँगा, उनकी brief profile. He has worked in marquee groups like Ellen Mittal Group, and he has by qualification he is a CA, CS, LLB, MCOM, and very soon वो PhD भी कर रहे हैं. So he is a great learner himself. And Vikas ji is a CA and CS by qualification. He has worked in groups like CET, RPG Group, Carnation, and इनके फैमिली में इनके बड़े भाई की के जो हादसे हुए, जो फाइनेंशियल एसेट्स थे उनको रिट्रीवल करने में काफी 3-3.5 साल का वक्त लगा इनको. तो वो पर्सनल जर्नी, और उसके पहले विकास जी ने, अभय जी ने भी एक क्लाइंट का वो केस सॉल्व किया, and that's how this journey started of Share Samadhan. So before taking much time, I'll request Abhay ji to please take it forward.
Yeah.
Abhay.
Hello viewers. So I would like to say this journey of Share Samadhan. Few years back when I left job, so then I was just looking for something different. Suddenly one day I get a call from a known friend circle because of my networking skill. And he told me, I know one friend who is asking, can you help in recovery of some shares? So I said, I do not have any expertise. Then I thought, why to say no to that? Let's convert this define no as a new opportunity. So I thought, yes, I can do that. and approximately in 8 to 10 months time I could recover his shares, and then I charge almost 10% money. So that's how then I started. And then thought, why don't I start doing this business? This is a area in which nobody else is there in the market, and there is no much competition as well. So I'm happy to say the fact that we are the industry leader, we are the trend setter. All other companies, whosoever has come afterwards, and they are following our practices and system also, some places. But we are very far ahead of everybody else. We use technology for client relationship management, update to them, and then like this. So what is the crux of the business? What we do is we all earn, we all save, then we all invest so that our money grow and it is multiplied manifold, so that we can fulfill our dreams. Like, we want to start a business for higher education of the children, and marriage is also a big achievement, and retirement life, happy retirement life, so that we can whatever the life is left over, we can live it happily and enjoy it also. But when you need that money and suddenly you see there is a mistake in the name of the investor, there are some share of the father, and father is no more. So then, unfortunately, when you need this money for the marriage, you are stuck up. Then how you feel? तो मैंने सोचा ये तो बहुत गलत बात है, तो इसके लिए सॉल्यूशन निकाले। तो हमने ये काम चालू कर दिया। तो डेटा एक्यूमुलेट किया, वी आर हैविंग एक्सपर्टीज लाइक दैट, वी कैन से in a single sentence that irrespective of the fact whether investor is alive or not, whether the documents are defective or incomplete or fully available, in any combination, even investor is not alive and documents are also not there, Share Samadhan is capable of getting that investment recovered and retrieved, and the money will come to the bank account or the asset will be transferred to the legitimate claimant, whether it is a transfer or transmission case. So you deserve your money back. चाहिए शेयर समाधान तो है शेयर समाधान. तो इसलिए हमने शेयर समाधान की शुरुआत करी. Then we added new vertical called as Wealth Samadhan card, in which what we do is it's a digital wallet where you can keep the information about all the investments wherever we want to multiply or we don't want to multiply, because some social commitments need that money. Your sister need money for construction of the house. Sometime there is a marriage, चाचा जी को पैसा देना है, तो हमने वो पैसा दे दिया, but there is no agreement is being signed with them. They said they will return the money, but it is not recorded. Sometime your spouse or we will say, no, don't give to this money to them. And unfortunately, we don't share all the investments made by us to our spouses or our children or parents. And life is full of uncertainty, fire, flood, earthquake, incident, accident, this Wayanad accident, Balasore train accident, and corona like disease we had seen in our life. So with that situation, if anybody has not shared the information and kept the information in a structured way, how that family member who are surviving will survive without money, without recovering their own wealth. So that's how. So we had in that the app, we request everybody to keep three information of the family member: name, phone number, email ID, and the relations, so that in case of any contingency, anybody can retrieve that information, and whosoever is the legal heir claim that document, and that money will be transferred or transmitted to them, whatever the situation is. So like this, so that because of non availability of any document, either the member can retrieve that information or any family member in case of any contingency in the life, because all the documents are destroyed. Sometime in car accident, entire family may lose their life also. So all these type of situations may be faced in anybody's life, so we are capable of solving that solutions. Then we have litigation funding solutions, in which we are giving a relief to a person who is victim of a legal battle, which is fighting for 10, 20, 30, 40 years itself, and for which he do not have expertise, and sometimes they do not have even money to fight that case, and because of lack of money, They hire non-competent or those who cannot give faster results, consultants or advocates. Sometimes that case continues for a decade. Sometimes they feel कि मेरे जिंदा रहते तो ये पैसे मिलेंगे नहीं, ये केस उल्टेगा ही नहीं, तो ये पैसे तो गए. So उसमें हम लोगों ने सोचा कि why don't we give a solution कि कम से कम टाइम में उनको रेमेडी दे दें, because there are alternative redressal mechanism is also there. तो ये इस तरह का काम करते हैं हम लोग. So these three products are there, and we get a good response through our business associate. We are present in 22 states, etc. That all other details Vikas will give. And we believe in networking, and that network is going to convert our net worth of the company itself.
Thank you.
After
Abhay
that,
sir.
if there is any question, I will be happy to answer. Now you take care, Vaishnavi. Thank you.
Yes. Shall we start with the company presentation?
Yes.
Yeah. So good afternoon, everybody. While Abhayji and Amishji has largely briefed about what we as an organization do, just wanted to now touch upon about the market, what we operate, the segment, what we operate, the total market size of the company. So we as an organization, as Abhayji said, we are one-stop solution provider for all kind of unclaimed investment retrieval, whether it's old investments, lost investments, forgotten investment, scattered or blocked investment from any asset class. That's one vertical. Second is digital wallet, where you can briefly maintain your investment detail. And third vertical is the litigation funding consulting vertical. Next. So our vision as an organization is absolutely clear that we wanted to ensure that nobody in the country is just left behind due to excess of capital or due to any kind of judiciary injustice. So with that, we wish to focus that we provide comprehensive solutions to retrieve any kind of unclaimed investments. Next. So a brief snapshot about our business. It's been almost 12 years since we started this journey. As an organization, we are 50 employee team. We have our presence across close to 350 cities through 1,500 business partners. We practically covers close to 600 plus pin codes in the country. In terms of our operation model, we generally take a case where we are confident of handling the case. So we do not take case for the sake of taking case. Hence, our operational efficiency is 100%. Since the beginning of our journey, we have interacted with close to 25,000 clients. In terms of overall revenue of the organization on consolidated basis, FY24, we closed at 10 crore gross fees, and we are operating at a healthy PAT margin of 40%. So 4 odd crore is our PAT for this financial year. Next. In terms of management, apart from me and Abhayji, we have an independent sound board. As an organization, we have close to 130 odd years of experience put together, a mix of executive directors and independent directors. Next. In terms of industry overview, this market, as per the research report, this market is 6 lakh crore. Being broken in various asset class. The physical share which is yet to be claimed in the country itself is 4 lakh crore. Just for viewers information, this 4 lakh crore is just the value of listed companies. If you include unlisted, there are equal amount or even more than the total physical shares. There are huge or a bigger companies which are yet to hit the capital market. And those companies are also sometimes remain unclaimed. Example can be Bharat Nidhi, whose share price is trading at 13,000 rupees single shares, and a lot of Bharat Nidhi shares are still in physical form. Mutual fund is 35,000 crore worth of mutual fund is still unclaimed in the country. LIC itself is 20,000 crore worth of unclaimed insurance where policy premium fully paid, but still the family member is not aware about. So apart from this unclaimed investment, there is a bigger chunk which is not covered, like property disputes, family disputes, management disputes. So those kind of things also we cater through our litigation funding consulting model. Next. The second vertical, briefly, this third-party litigation funding model. In this third-party litigation funding, we simply becomes the expense partner of the client. we evaluate the case, and the larger part of the fees is being paid by the client on a success fees model. So globally, the litigation funding market is expected to be $60 billion by 2035. So we wanted to take this as a first mover advantage so far as India as a country is concerned, because the law was not clear. But since the recent judgment by Supreme Court, the litigation funding consulting or litigation funding model has been given a go ahead by Supreme Court of India. So we wanted to capitalize on that opportunity also. Next. So in terms of business overview, as I told, investment retrieval, wealth protection, and litigation funding solutions. As we go along, I'll brief a little bit more. Next. So investment retrieval model, just for viewers' information, though our company's name is Share Samadhan, but just to brief you, we do not just do share retrieval advisory. We are into retrieval of any financial instrument, whether it can be shares, whether it is provident fund, inoperative bank balance, mutual fund, bank balances, property disputes. So that's how we say this in a lighter note. People say that चाहिए सारे समाधान तो है share समाधान. So we operate at the entire spectrum of the asset class. Next. So to another vertical, wealth protection, which is largely, as told by Abhayji, it's more of a digital wallet where the family or the subscriber can briefly maintain their investment detail. Vaishnavi, you'll be surprised. The 5-6 lakh crore market, which is a reported number, unreported number is even bigger than this. But if somebody would ask, what is the reason of burgeoning unclaimed investment market? So the sole reason that people do not share their investment detail even with their family member. And to address that problem, we have this subsidiary called Wealth Samadhan Private Limited, where we wanted to develop this digital repository where the person can briefly maintain their investment detail, and in case of any contingency, their family can reach out to Share Samadhan, and we will be happy to help them to retrieve those investments. Litigation funding solutions model, in any case, I have briefed. Next. How do we reach out to clients? As I told that we have 15,000 odd business associates, and the mix of business associates are largely share brokers, insurance advisors, mutual fund distributors, chartered accountants. So currently we have 15,000 business associates, but we wish to reach out to 150,000 pin codes which are there in the country post IPO. Next. In terms of B2C, we use social media platform. We use Google Ads, blogging, SEOs to attract those kind of client, because apart from social media, 25% of also our clients are being referred by our satisfied clients. Next. In terms of competition, Vaishali, as I told that we operate in the entire segment of asset class. So formally, we have not come across any company which operates in all the three verticals. There are a couple of name of the company which we have displayed in the presentation. Some of the companies, but they operate in a specific financial instrument. Company X must be operating only in shares. But we as a company, we operate in the entire spectrum, whether it's shares, PF, unclaimed insurance, all financial assets and all asset class. So practically, we feel that we wish to capitalize that as a first mover advantage. Next. In terms of customer testimonial, we have fairly been covered in all social medias. One can review us by going through our YouTube channel, and we are happy to say that in last a decade since we started our business, we have not had a single complaint. Our 4.9 ratings of Google review speaks for itself. Next. In terms of financials overview, FY24, we closed at 10 crore with a strong EBITDA of 6 crore. So 60% EBITDA margin and a PAT of 40%. So whatever we did in last couple of years, because there was no category which existed before Share Samadhan professionally came into this particular business. So we work below the ground, but now we feel that it's an opportune time. The financial move and the sudden upsurge from FY23 to FY24 is the result of the hard work which we laid in last couple of years, and we wish to maintain this tempo and momentum in times to come. Next. These are greater detail of financials. As I told, we'll be happy to circulate this entire PPT. Next. Vishal, you can move to the next. In terms of the balance sheet size, we have 11-12 crores worth of net worth. Practically, we are net debt-free company. We do not have any debt. That gives us a leverage to go more aggressive. Next. We are a strong cash flow positive company in terms of operating cash flow. Since last 2 years, we have been generating positive operating cash flow. On a consolidated basis, in any case, we are net cash flow positive company. Next. Some of the consolidated ratio, as I told, that practically we are debt-free company. Whatever small amount of debt which is there, we have a strong debt service coverage ratio, and we have a strong return on equity. We operate at close to 35% return on equity, and our ROCE for FY24 is also as high as 45%. Next. Some of the ratio, strong current ratio of 6. Our EPS for FY24 was 4.63 per share. Next. Why Share Samadhan? Since Abhayji has said, we feel that we are unique. We are uniquely positioned in the entire spectrum of unclaimed investment retrieval advisory. Looking at the market size, the opportunity is huge. Post IPO, whatever the base what we have created in last couple of years, with this we feel that we are at an inflection point to take the next phase of growth of Share Samadhan to a greater height. Next. Competitive strength, as I told, we have a first move advantage. We are completely client focused company with a strong escalation metrics, professionally organized team. Clients are aware about the every aspect of their case on a monthly basis. The complete MIS is being sent. We have used technology, but with IPO proceeds, we wish to invest more in technology to reach out to the larger set of clientele. Next. So with this, we feel that a lot of first thing for Share Samadhan, we have specialized service which did not exist. We professionalized the entire industry which did not existed. We have very limited competition and strong financial performance so far as at least the last 2 financials are concerned. And at the end of the day, it gives us a satisfaction as a part of the management that we are also contributing to some social angle also. Nothing gives you a satisfaction that at the end of the day, you are bringing happiness to those family who has invested, lost their family member, and actually finding it difficult to retrieve their investments. So the opportunity is humongous, and we look forward with larger investor pool and participation post IPO. Our next journey for next phase of growth is yet to unfold. Next. Issue overview, Amitji has briefed, but Amitji, if you want to just conclude with issue overview. So we are coming out with a 24 crore IPO, and this will be completely fresh issue. The entire money would come into the company. The band is 70 to 74 rupees with 1600 shares per lot. The IPO is opening on 9th, closing on 11th. Listing will be on 16th. Today was the anchor bidding. We have successfully closed the anchor Group also, Anchor Bidding also. Next. Object of the issue, the 24 crore infusion in the company will largely be used for working capital, which will be in the tune of 8 crore. We wish to also invest in technology. The investment would be to the tune of 4 odd crore. We have unidentified acquisition not only within India and overseas. We have allocated close to 4 crore. Rest will be general corporate and issue expenses. Next. So with this, before concluding, I would request Vaishnavi to play this small video, because हमने अपने लाइफ में हर जगह सुना है नहीं मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, बट वी फील दैट आपको शेयर समाधान के थ्रू आपकी फैमिली की इन्वेस्टमेंट जरूर मिलेगी. सो वैष्णवी, it's a small 1 minute video. If you can just run it,
Yes, sir.
and then we'll be happy
Yes.
to open it for Q&A.
अरुण रस्तोगी, अगर आप सुन रहे हो तो ध्यान से सुन लो, आपको नहीं मिलेगा.
अगला स्पेशल गाना आप सभी के लिए, सिवाय अरुण रस्तोगी, जिसको नहीं मिलेगा.
हेलो,
तेरे को नहीं मिलेगा.
क्या नहीं मिलेगा? प्रिया, प्रिया,
क्या हुआ?
सब बोल रहे हैं नहीं मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा. क्या नहीं मिलेगा?
सब मिलेगा.
क्या मिलेगा?
अपने पैसों का हक. अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको अपने पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे तो घबराइए मत. शेयर समाधान के साथ सब मिलेगा. फॉर मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन लॉग ऑन टू sharesamadhan.com.
Yes, Vaishnavi,
Thank you for watching.
now I think.
Yeah, let's open for the Q&A, Vaishnavi. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I request all the participants to post their questions in the comment box. First question is from Prem Singhania. What is our regional base and any plans for diversification?
So, Premji, in terms of our regional presence, as I told you that we have our presence in 600 pin codes in India. So, we operate through 1500 business partners. We have clienteles also in close to 360 cities in India. And so far as diversification is concerned, currently, our geographical spread is largely tinted towards northern India more. Post IPO, we wish to also penetrate for all the 4 zones of country, and overseas also is a big market for us. Post IPO, we wanted to reach out to some of the top 10 NRI based countries overseas as well.
Next question, please. Samir Dalal. What is the entry barrier or threat from the competition?
So far as Samarji, entry barrier is concerned, this business requires, lot of operational excellence. This business requires a lot of patience. Had I not lost my brother, or had Abhay did not experience the pain which a family goes through, it would not have possible for us also to get into this particular business. That's one thing. Second, since the time period, the day you take a case, the time period ranges from 6 months to couple of years. So it requires working capital investments also. So, and a focus approach also. We as an organization, just for everybody's interest, Share Samadhan is only focusing on unclaimed investment retrieval advisory. So we are not into investment advisory, unlike a share broker or a mutual fund distributor. So focus plays a very important role so far as, growing your business by leaps and bounds.
I would like to add on here that entry barrier, yes, it is not much bigger, but execution is a big challenge, because sometimes entry is easy but exit is tough. So getting the work executed is very tough because clients are spread across the country. Unfortunately, no one has so much presence. If somebody want right now in Kochi, we have associate. My associate can go and visit the client also. Somebody is in Assam, maybe it may be Tirupur. So we have somebody maybe in Tirupur also, and in Ranchi also, Dhanbad also, and in West Bengal, Durgapur also, somebody is associated with us. And in-house itself, in our office, we can speak around 9 languages. So number one is that. Second one is that because since we have both the product, one is that protection of wealth from disaster and recovery mechanism also, which nobody is having that, because that needs huge bandwidth and huge technical knowledge also. Getting the work done from IPF is again, it's not a cakewalk. it needs rigorous follow-up, and then professionalism is lacking. Unfortunately, that is why so no one has grown so big like us. So it's this is what we can say.
Okay. Next question, please. Rahul Jain, can you please elaborate on Wealth Samadhan card?
So I think rather than I elaborate on Well Samadhan card, there is one video in the presentation. Vaishali, if you can just play that video in the segment Well Samadhan, that would
Sure.
explain what is this Well Samadhan card. If you can just open the presentation, or maybe I'll just explain you, Rahul. Well Samadhan card is more of a digital wallet where we give an option to the subscriber to briefly maintain their investment information in an encrypted way. So because people have a lot of bank account. If I'll give an example, I have 6 demat account, 7 bank account. I have investment in 5 different private limited companies. So my wife cannot keep a track of all my investment. My wife says that you have already 16 user ID and password. Every time you keep on changing your business, your user ID and password. So with this Wealth Samadhan card, I can briefly maintain all my investment detail, and I have given relevant details to my wife, and so 2 family member are aware about your this Well Samadhan card information. So in case of any contingency, those family member can reach out to Share Samadhan. So after doing the proper due diligence, we give an access to their family member. So the important part of a Well Samadhan card, except the user, nobody can access those information. Even Share Samadhan also cannot have access to that Well Samadhan card. That's point number 1. And after this digital wallet, if something happens to the subscriber, Share Samadhan's 10 years record of investment retrieval advisory becomes very handy. So a combination of Wealth Samadhan card with retrieval advisory is something which keep us apart so far as competition in the country is concerned.
Okay. Next question, please. Anurag Shah, what are the risks you have seen earlier and project going forward?
So earlier risk, I won't say this is a risk, Vaishnavi, but we started with a small. It was a bootstrap capital. The first round was 2018 with only friends and family. So the risk was the aggressive expansion, because it requires a working capital. With this IPO, hopefully this particular so-called risk factor will be taken care of. In terms of projects going forward, apart from investment retrieval advisory, we are gung-ho on the next phase of growth from litigation funding consulting.
Litigation funding consulting needs a huge capital also, because the turnaround time may vary from 6 months, and it may go as high as 3-4 years also. So everybody will not have that type of talent and expertise and patience and money, because you need to connect the dots. For coming to Mumbai from Delhi, there are various options, but the fastest option is the flight. And if you have missed the flight, then very few person know there is a charter flight option is also available. So that type of ideology we understand. Wherever you need something different, we have that type of advisors. You can see our board of advisors, what type of people we have on board also. And that's how we keep subject matter expert on our panel, so that we get technical expertise. Like for IPF also, like sometimes SEBI matters also coming up to us. So that type of people are in our panel and support to us.
I can also add here with regard to litigation funding. Globally, it's a multi-billion-dollar business, and in India, many VCs have funded the startups in this space. And I can give some names like Legal Pay, Fight Right, Legal Funds, and they have got valuation north of 100-200 crores, and they are burning money, and they are not doing the business the right way. These guys are doing the business in a profitable way, the litigation funding, and that sets them apart and the right to win in this space. So that's one highlight I wanted to add here. You can ask next questions, Vaishnavi. Yeah.
Next question, please.
Yeah.
Ajay Gupta, normally what is the time period to provide complete solution to the client acquired?
So in terms of time period, Ajayji, it would actually depends on the asset class, the financial instrument or nature of complicacy involved. But just to give you a sense, so far as investment retrieval is concerned, if the investor is alive, it might take anywhere between 6 months to 1.5 years, depending on where the investment is there, whether it has gone to Government of India fund or not. Rest, if the investor is not alive, then you might add 1 to 1.5 year more, because you have to get succession certificate from Court of Law also.
Next question, please. Jay Bakshi. Who are our clients? How are our strategies to reach new client and acquire them?
So in terms of client, we have all kind of client, right from individuals to HNIs to ultra HNIs to family offices, even the corporates also. And to reach out to those new clients, we have multifold strategies. One is obviously the social media. Second is B2B model. We have close to 15,000 business associates.
1500.
1500, sorry. And some of the biggies player like Motilal Oswal Wealth, Centrum, MK. So they are our business associates. We get a lot of clientele from them. Looking at the India as a country, there are a lot of financial intermediaries are there. So we wish to go aggressive in terms of making these tie-ups to acquire new clients.
Okay. Next question, please.
We are very happy. Good questions are coming.
Yes.
This shows that our viewers are intelligent enough.
So
And asking relevant questions related to IPO.
So next question is from Mr. Rahil. What is the growth outlook for next 2 to 3 years, and how are the margins secure?
So, Rahulji, I think the market opportunity, Rahul, must have given you a sense that what is the market size, and how much, Share Samadhan could have that market share. We have not even scratched the ground looking at the total market size. So we are at the cusp of taking this growth to the next level in 2 3 years. So far as margins are concerned, it's a working capital is largely being driven by manpower. So we have a bandwidth. Probably as we go along, our current bandwidth also, the manpower bandwidth can take care of a good amount of inflow of the works. Thereby, we do not see the margin, at least unless and until we go for the further expansion. We should be able to at least maintain the current margin trend.
Understood. Next question, please. Sachin Gupta. What initiatives are in place to retain clients after their initial investment recovery?
So, Sachesji, since we said that our focus is just investment retrieval advisory, एक बार हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट अगर रिट्रीव कर दिया तो अल्टीमेटली क्लाइंट इज एट देयर लिबर्टी टू मैनेज देयर मनी. So we do not get into the management of their investments. We are a focus company. Our focus is just retrieval advisory. Beyond that, we do not have any further strategy to retain client, because yes, they can be in touch with us because clients are our biggest brand ambassador. Currently, 25% of our business comes through our existing clientele only.
Next question, please. Navya Bhatnagar. Are we also into loan collection vertical?
No, Navya. We are not into the way the bank may, the loan recovery agents are concerned, collection agencies are there. So we are not into loan collection vertical.
Okay. Next question, please. Krishna Damani. In which regions do you foresee the highest potential for your investment retrieval services?
Gujarat and Maharashtra.
Okay.
So
Next
yesterday
question.
we were in Gujarat and a lot of people have shown interest, and definitely we will say it was our mistake that we have not gone aggressive in Gujarat. So now we will go very aggressive in Gujarat. Yesterday, not many people have shown the interest in business partnership. Rather, just till now, I have already received two leads of the recovery from Gujarat, Rajkot itself. Yesterday, in the morning, only we traveled from Rajkot to Delhi.
Okay, sir. Next question, please.
There was a SEBI answer. Around 35% allotment goes to Gujarat people only. So in the past also, that definitely that ratio must have been mentioned for physical share itself.
All right. Next question is from Mr. Jaspreet Singh. Revenue split between investment retrieval, wealth protection, and litigation funding solutions.
Currently, Jaspreet the larger part, I would say the substantial part is from investment retrieval vertical. That has been our core business. Litigation funding consulting since last couple of years, we were at a research phase. After doing all those things, now we feel that we are poised for aggressive growth plan in litigation funding solutions.
Because he can also highlight the operating partners that can also just to give a color to this transaction.
So in a litigation funding consulting solution, we have so far as operating partners are concerned, these are people who have experienced a lot of legal fights at when they were entrepreneur. So they know the pain what an industrialist, what a family goes through in fighting those litigation cases also. So in an anecdote, Jasprit, we would say that we are Apollo Hospital of financial world. When a client comes, we know how to treat the client. We know which best surgeon would operate that particular client, and that's where the moment we get a case, we are at a driver's seat, in terms of making this strategy and ensuring that clients or client's family gets the justice, because our sweat is also involved, our time, effort, and energy is also involved, and capital is also involved, so we cannot afford to go wrong. So the process is so robust, and yes, in times to come, we see the other two verticals also to grow significantly.
Can I just add here one thing, one perspective I have to add here? See, in what happens in litigation funding, it's a very, very 360-degree approach mechanism. So lawyers on their own, they operate in silos. There are suppose 10 laws in a particular case, so every lawyer will behave the different way, and their understanding is deep in one particular way. But their operating partner, this litigation funding of this company is under a subsidiary company called Nyaya Mitra Limited, right? So that company, the operating partner in that company has gone through hell. He was running an industry of his own, and some issues happened in this company, and he had to go to the very, very lengthy periods of litigation. So in build, they have last over many years, they have built a mechanism where they can comprehensively give a solution to their clients. And because of their background in investment retrieval, they understand the legal mechanism of the country and the compliance things. So they have done some cases and they are successfully closed that. Now the results will be there for further years to see. So one perspective I like to add here.
People are approaching us for matters worth a few hundreds or thousands of crores worth. You will be surprised. So that type of dialogues we are already having, and process is on. Definitely, we will be closing soon.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question, please. Sachin Pawar. What are the biggest challenges you foresee as you expand into international market?
In international market, getting a good business partner, I won't say this as a challenge. We have not, because India market itself is a big market. So now we are hopefully positively looking at the international market. So we would be growing in international market by making good business associates. And I'm sure a lot of NRI has moved out of country, and they are operating as a CPA. They are also into financial services. So we are looking for making them as a business partners to grow that international reach.
Honestly speaking, if you talk about international market, it will be easier, because our clientele base is Indian, and almost every country has Indian association itself. So there will be few community based association. If you reach out to 10-15 community based network, it will be very easy to reach almost a majority of the NRIs. And it's a really a big pain point for them whenever they come to India. They come for marriage or some celebration, or there is some death in the family itself, or some other occasion for sale of property itself. So they come to India for 10-15 days or 20 days. Within that, nothing can be moved here, and no solution can be obtained. So they will not have any option but to approach people like us, who can give the solution right whenever they are sitting there.
Next question, please. Chaitali Dev. How are our payment terms with clients? Do we receive anything in advance?
Yes, we take some advance money that varies 35,000 up to 50,000 rupees. It may be for 5 lakh matter, or it may be 2 crore rupees, 5 crore rupees matter itself. And definitely in between, if there is some legal cost is involved, some court fees or some success and matter, some advertisement, etc. are there, then client has to pay extra. Otherwise, when and when they realize the money or the asset come to their custody or in demat, then we raise the bill as and when. And finally, the final in the final bill, the last advance amount paid will be adjusted. And
Okay.
that depends. The percentage varies from the nature and complicacy. It may be 10% and it may be 25%. In some places, even if the client is willing to pay 50%, it is not viable case for us, because the scope of the work is very high and the cost of operation is very high than the value of the investment itself. Because one company, one person may have 10 folios worth rupees 2 lakh rupees. So per folio, the value average is 20,000 rupees. Our operating cost will be more than 25,000 itself.
All right. Next question. Yogesh, what is the real estate investment recovery services?
So real estate is also one asset class. The way we help client to retrieve their financial investments which are blocked and old. A lot of real estates also got blocked. Family dispute cases are there. So we mean to recover those real estate cases.
Next question, please. Chaitali Dev. How has been our experience in past few years? Do client back out after your initial or in process proceeding? What were bad debts in the case?
99% we get money on time. Maybe 1% there is a deferred payment, or hardly two, three, four cases are going on against the client. Over 1,500 clients we have already served till now.
Okay.
So
Next
normally
question.
people pay. Yes, there may be some deferment, 10, 15 days, 20 days, 1 month, 2 months itself, sometime. Otherwise, we charge interest.
Okay. Aditi Menon. Given that acquisition targets are still unidentified, what are the specific criteria and evaluation metrics for selecting potential companies, especially for geographical expansion?
So in terms of acquisition, we are specifically looking at some companies which have recently come in the market. They are using a lot of technologies in space, because in India still the search mechanism, a platform where you can search your investment detail, does not exist in the country. So there are certain companies which with the help of technologies are offering this kind of solution. So we wanted to acquire those kind of companies, which is a perfect match for us. And there are certain ancillary service providing companies like will making or other companies are also there. So our acquisition will be a perfect integration rather than going into a diversified way.
Next question. Jaspreet Singh. Who owns 15% in pre-IPO shareholding structure?
It's already there.
So
It's
this
already there. All the entire list of all shareholder is mentioned in that.
so these are all mix of investors, Jaspreet ji. They are basically investors who has been strategic to our journey also. Nothing specific, so no FII or any kind of institution as such.
Okay,
But
understood.
in the last allotment, I would like to add on here. In the last allotment, which was done a few months back, in around November, December, so we had given the shares to CM, CFO, CEOs, some MD, top-notch people, those who are going to help us to grow, and they will have a good connect. So that network we will convert into the business opportunity. So with that intention, the shares had not been given to family and friends in that segment, I will say. So with
Okay.
that, definitely we will get lot many leads through that network, and we already started getting that, I will say.
Next question. Jaspreet Singh. Financial year 24 sharp jump in revenues. Any reasons?
So that's the inflection point for us. As I told, the last couple of years we are working below the ground. This industry requires a lot of trust to be created. Now we started with a rental office. I'll just give an example. In rental office also, people used to come and ask that, sensitive cases, when the case stake is pretty high, they used to ask us, does your office is a rental office or own office? So, after a couple of years, that forced us to invest in owning the property. So we bought two properties. This small experience, over a period of time, we have realized that creating a trust in this particular industry is utmost importance. So whatever hard work we did, the impact, and converting a client, especially bigger client, it is relatively a time consuming process. So last couple of years we were discussing with the cases. We have ventured into dispute related consultancies also. So those cases, some of the high ticket cases got concluded in FY24, and we expect this momentum to continue in times to come.
And can you also request ki just last three questions we have, because we have a 4:30 another roadshow to do, no? Just make a request to the audience, please.
Yes, sir. We'll take last questions and we'll
Yeah.
conclude. So, Mr. Pratik Chaudhary, do you expect litigation funding vertical to become bigger than the other two verticals, and by when?
Yes, it will be. Because in litigation funding, the ticket size will be in 2-digit or 3-digit crores. And in shares, it's some average is 10 to 12 lakh rupees. So this is the difference. Definitely, it will be that.
Next question, please.
But by when, that we can't say. Because solutions may take 6 months and may take 3 years also. We will try our best. Since our success rate is more than 90% in that, and good number of cases we have already solved.
Right. Next question, please. Rahul Matlani, when you say tech-based, are we doing more social media campaigns? Our own app?
No, not exactly through our own app. When we are saying social media, it's a YouTube channel. One other form of social media like Facebook, Google Ad, SEOs, lot of influencers. Because in terms of content, this industry is niche. There is no dearth of content. So, post IPO, as a part of technology investment, we also wish to create our own content, which can be helpful to drive more clientele also.
Next question. Jatin Mehta. This was a very detailed live. Thank you to the management team and all the best for the IPO.
Thank you so much, Jatinji. I think this was the last which we were expecting, and look forward. And we wish you to be a part of this exciting journey. I won't say that journey has begun; journey has just started, and look forward to have your participation.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a
sir.
lot.
Thank you so
We
much,
have
all of you,
covered
for your time.
majority
Thank you
of
so
the
much.
Thank you.
questions. Thank you, Abhay sir. Thank you, Vikas sir. And
Thank you.
thank you, Amit
Thank
sir.
you.
All the
Thank you,
best for
Vaishnavi.
the IPO.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.